Hi everyone, my name is Leslie and I'm with Yen Yoga and Fitness. I'm so glad you joined on this virtual platform today. I'm going to be sharing a 30-minute practice with you doing yoga for a healthy, strong back. So I invite you to find a comfortable space in your home. Make sure you have plenty of room to stretch out top to bottom, side to side. Feel safe where you are practicing. And maybe grab a couple blocks if you have blocks available. If not, maybe a lightly folded blanket, just extra support for your body today, wherever you might need it. I invite you to, once you find your props and find your space, go ahead and come onto your back for Shavasana pose. I'll be joining you in most of the poses today. You can always look at the screen if you're unsure. And always know that we're available to reach out to us if you have any questions after the class. You can always reach out to the studio. So we'll start on our back, laying long on our mat, stretching out long through the legs and the arms. Let your body gently rest into the earth. Palms of the hands facing up, fingers slightly curled. Soften anywhere you can soften in your body. Notice right around the eyebrows, right above the eyebrows, the eyelids, even your eye creases. And start to feel a comfortable, easy, passive breath through your belly. I invite you to maybe take a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Feeling the breath moving in and out through your chest, in and out through your belly. Lips are closed, breath is moving in and out through our nose, tongue resting gently in the roof of the mouth. Creating a calm mind with our breathing creates a healthy spine, healthy body. Just take a couple more breaths on your back. Remembering all my words are suggestions, and find your way into each asana, each posture with your expression. What feels good for you today? When you're ready, we'll take a moment to bend our knees, and then we'll let our knees rest together like a little TP. This is called constructive rest pose. Adjust anywhere you need to. Make sure that the chin isn't lifted high. Draw the chin slightly in. This will help release tension in the neck and the shoulders. Your arms can be resting alongside the body, or you could have your hands on your hips. Feeling the shoulders release down into the earth, shoulder blades. And start to find a little more strength in your breath. Filling your belly up when you inhale and drawing your belly down towards the earth when you exhale. Not forcing anything to happen in your body, just slowly letting things happen organically as you breathe and we eventually start to move. Let your lower back rest. Let your belly be soft, even your abdomen. And we'll start with a little tiny movement, creating pelvic tilts. So noticing your sacrum and your belly button. As you draw your sacrum down towards the earth, draw your belly button in. Thinking of your belly button chasing the sacrum and sealing your lower back on the mat. Then slowly release that feeling and puff the belly out, feeling a natural space between your lower back and the earth. We'll do this a few more times, providing health for our pelvis and our spine. When we move our spine in different directions, we're creating health in the spine, and a healthy spine can add years to our life. So puffing the belly up, breathing in, and then drawing the belly and the lower back towards the earth. One more time in both directions. Posterior and anterior movement. Then just find a restful belly, restful lower back. You can have your knees slightly open or still resting inward. Always be curious. Always just check in and notice how things feel. Don't assume your pose is going to feel the same as it did last time you did it. Reaching your arms up towards the ceiling, start to draw your shoulder blades down into the earth, but reach long and strong through your arms. We'll feel contraction and retraction as we reach our right arm longer than our left, but keep both arms straight. This will help help you let go of tension around your neck and shoulders, then reach your left arm longer than your right. We'll do this a couple more times on each side, drawing the arm long and then drawing the arm back to meet the other. One more time on the right, one more time on the left. Then crisscross your arms across the chest, draw the tops of the shoulders down, feel the back relax, feel the neck and shoulders relax. Turn your head gently to the right. Feel all those tiny muscles along the left side of your neck. Release. Letting go of clinging, grasping, holding on in the body. Bring your head back to center. Reach your arms back up towards the ceiling and cross your arms the other way. And gently let your head fall to the left. Releasing any tension you're holding on to here. Slowly bring your head back to center. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Open your arms into a T shape or cactus arms. Let the bottoms of your feet come together and your knees open out to the side gently. In reclined or Supta Baddha Konasana. You can always change the position of your arms, the position of your feet. If you feel too much intensity, move your feet more forward. You'll feel this stretch on your inner thighs and your groin. If you feel like you could increase the stretch a little bit, draw your feet inward. Notice and pay attention to your lower back. Make sure it's comfortable. You don't feel any pulling or tugging around the sacral area, and you're breathing fully and efficiently. Remember, the breath is the most important part of any yoga practice. It's our foundation for strength, for relaxation, and helping to build a healthy immune system. A few more breaths here. And then slowly, when you're ready, take your hands down to the tops of your legs, bring your knees together. We're going to roll to our right side body. And when we come to our side body, we're going to take our arms together in one line. So just come onto your side body. You might need a light blanket under your head. Make sure your neck feels okay here. Your head is in alignment with your spine. We'll do a few gentle movements here, and we'll simply just lift the top arm and open to your range of motion. We'll create 4 reaching through the arm and then reaching the arm back down. So 2 more. Feeling all the space and opening around your ribs, your chest. On your very last one, your 4th reach, go ahead and bring your arm all the way out so that your shoulder blades come towards the mat. You'll keep your knees to the side. And we'll feel a reclined twist. If for some reason this feels like too much for your lower back or your sacral area, you can always roll back to your side. Take 3 more breaths here. And then we'll bring the knees back to center, the shoulders back to center, and we'll squeeze both our knees into the chest. Maybe even draw the forehead up to the knees. And then bring the feet back down, knees are bent, and we'll come to the other side, and we'll line up our arms in one line, rest on the side body, and we'll create that opening and closing. A little extra that you could do is look with your eyes when you move your arm to the other side, and then draw your eyes back. So keep the eyes on the thumb, creating eye health here. We'll continue until we've completed 4, and then we'll open to the reclined twist on the other side. So you could always bring your knees back to center if you need to, or stay in that reclined twist for 3 breaths. You'll notice sometimes I'm quiet just to give you space so that you can focus inward on your breathing, on any heartfelt intention that you might have for your practice or dedication for your practice today. When you are ready, slowly bring your knees back to center. Place your feet on the mat. Draw your knees back into your chest. Maybe hug up into your knees, forehead as close as you can to your knees. Take your head back down. Take your hands behind your knees. Keep this little ball so you feel compression. And maybe you can rock forward and back. If that is not available for you today, just come to your side and then we'll come up to seated. Once you get to your seat, cross your legs and create a nice, long, tall spine. Perhaps bringing your hands in a prayer in front of your heart and taking this moment to bow in to the practice, to feel grateful for each breath, each heartbeat, and each person who has joined this practice today. Remembering that every time we show up, we're not only showing up for ourselves, but everyone else in the community. So thank you for being here today. From your seat, we'll reach the arms up and we'll bring our hands in a prayer and bring that prayer back to the heart. Just opening through the chest and the heart. Reach back up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. We'll start to find our way up to our knees. And once we get to our knees, we'll adjust the knees under our hips. Adjust the hands under the shoulders. And I like to move my knees back, maybe one knee print here. That feels more comfortable for my spine. So once again, just always exploring, being curious. We'll move into cat-cow, so rounding the spine, looking inward. Lengthening the spine, looking forward. So we're feeling 2 different movements in our spine. Contraction, rounding, and extension, lengthening. Building a healthy spine, a healthy, strong back. This is something, if you did this every day, it would provide you a lot of health for your spine. So it's something simple. You can create maybe 5 or 6 rounds. And then once you've completed the movement 1 or 2 more times, we'll take the knees out wide and we'll extend back to child's pose. Just a few tips for your child's pose. A lot of times it's hard to get the forehead to the mat, depending on how you feel in your body. You could always take a block under your forehead. You could reach your arms back in an extended child's pose, or you can reach your arms forward. You could also stack and fold your arms and bring your forehead to your folded arms. So finding some rest in your child's pose. Child's pose is meant to be a restful pose. You could also have your hips slightly lifted and more of a puppy pose if that feels better. Either one of those poses, we want to make sure we're extending and lengthening in our spine, not rounding. Good. And then once you are ready, we'll come back up to our table. We'll find some length and strength from our table. We'll extend our right leg back in line with our hip. We'll press through the heel, point the toes down. Then we'll extend and reach with our left arm. The thumb is up, keeping a table-like back. So I could sit a block on my lower back and it would stay there. Then as we draw our elbow and our knee in, we'll round the spine. And we'll do that 2 more times, so 3 total. Reach, lengthen, round. And 1 more. Draw it in. Hand down, knee down, wag the tail to the right, look over your left shoulder. Wag the tail to the left, look over your right shoulder. We'll find the opposite side. So left leg back, right arm forward. Reach as long as you can. Feel long and strong here. Press through the heel, point the toes down. Exhale, draw your elbow and knee in. So 3 more. Reaching, extending, lengthening, and rounding. 2 more. And 1 more. Hand down, knee down, wag the tail to the left, look over your right shoulder. Wag the tail to the right, look over your left shoulder. Creating melting heart pose is next. This is going to build health and strength in our middle back. This is actually a back bend. Child's pose is more of an extension of our spine. So in melting heart pose, we're going to keep the hips lifted and the arms extended long forward. We can bring the forehead back to the block. If you feel like you can create a little more length in your spine, you could always work on bringing your chin forward, keeping the hips above the knees, keeping the spine long. You could also use the blocks for support under your arms and have a prayer in your hands. This is another option. You're still going to create that health and strength in your back. Any options I've given are going to give you the benefits of this pose. If you have the prayer in your hands, you might even bring that prayer to the back of the head. Take 3 deep breaths here. Keep breathing through your nose, in and out through the nostrils, in and out through your belly. And then slowly, when you're ready, bring your hands back to the mat. If you had the blocks, move the blocks to the side or the front of your mat. And we'll start to create downward dog in our body. So the first thing we want to do in downward dog is make sure we're engaging our core to protect our back. We want to tuck the toes and lift the knees, and then lift the hips as high as you can. And remember that you don't have to get your heels all the way down to start. You can have a bend in your knees, and we'll walk the dog. We'll bend our right knee and press through the left heel. We'll bend our left knee and press through the right heel. Then maybe bend both knees and press away from the mat, feeling that length and strength in your back. Do that a few more times. So lift the hips, bend the knees, creating length and strength in your back. 1 more time. Lift the hips, And then bend both knees. Slowly walk your hands to the back of the mat and come to a forward fold. It can be wide-legged. You could have your hands on a block. You could have your hands on your knees or reaching back. So whatever serves you. If you can come deeper, slide your hands all the way down. Bring your forehead towards your legs, crown of the head towards the mat for Uttanasana, forward fold. Lift up part way. Feel cobra pose standing here. So we want the heart and chest lifted and open. The chin is forward. The spine is long and tall. We feel a little back bend in our lower back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, bend your knees slightly, reach up, and come up to mountain pose. Bring your hands to heart. Take a few breaths here. Stand nice and tall. Feel your feet grounded down. Feel your heart and chest lifted. So posing actions, we're feeling rooted down but lifted up. Take an inhale, reach your arms up, point your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Try to get the biceps by your ears. Now we'll move our back in a side bend, lateral flexion. Reach to the right. Keep your hips and pelvis forward. Your left hip will shoot out to the side a little bit, and you'll feel this beautiful side bend on your left side. Come back to center and extend and reach to the left. Lateral flexion in the spine. Come back to center and now cactus your arms, feeling a back bend. We'll draw the elbows in line with the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and maybe even look up. 3 breaths here. Feel that back bend, feel that opening. Reach the arms back up. We'll do 2 more. Exhale. And 1 more. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your arms up. You'll be at the front of your mat. Exhale, bow all the way back down. We'll step back with our right foot to a runner's lunge. And this is where you can use your blocks if you need. And we'll take our left arm and lift our left arm to a twist. We'll feel strength and length in our back leg. We're on the ball of the back foot. Then we'll bring our left hand down. We'll step back to the front of the mat and we'll draw our left leg back. And then we'll lift the right arm, finding the twist in the opposite direction. Bring your right hand back down. Step back to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up part way. Exhale, bow back in. If plank pose is in your practice, step back to a plank. If not, you can come to a table. We'll find either a kneeling plank or a full plank, chaturanga or knee table plank. Come all the way down to cobra. In cobra, the thumbs are in line with the chest. The legs are strong and long. Lift the heart, lift the chest, draw the elbows back and in. Float the forehead back down. 1 more, inhale, lift. Press into the tops of the legs, the tops of the feet. Draw the shoulder blades together. Slowly bring your head forward onto your stacked arms into crocodile pose. Let your head rest gently. Breathe into your belly. And take a few breaths here. When you're ready, bring your forearms to the mat into Sphinx pose. So Sphinx pose is very good for those of us who sit a lot. We work on our computers a lot. You'll bring your elbows right under your shoulders or a little bit in front of your shoulders. And energetically, you'll feel the elbows draw back towards your ribs and the heart and chest lift. Chin is lifted, throat is open, neck is long. And then your gaze can be slightly forward towards your forefingers and your thumbs, or you can close your eyes. We'll be here about 3 more breaths. Remember, energetically, we'll feel this drawing back with our elbows, like we're spreading the mat apart with our elbows. And if the back becomes tired or you feel this creating too much tension, you can always fold your arms or bring your hands under your chin. That's an option. If you still have your forearms down, just continue to breathe. We'll bend our right knee and lift our right foot off the mat. And we'll turn and look to the left. We'll bring our head back to center. We'll release the right foot. We'll bend the left knee, release the left foot off the mat, look over the right shoulder. Bring your head back to center, release your foot, bend both your knees and crisscross at the ankles. You'll feel your lower back release and let go. Just a few times here. Beautiful. And if you like, bend both your knees, draw your feet as if you were going to touch the back of your head in a modified floor bow, Dhanurasana. And then we'll slowly release both feet. We'll bring our thumbs back in line with our chest, building that strength in Cobra Pose. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, float the forehead closer to the earth. Either press up to plank or up to table and back to your child's pose. When you get to child's pose, tent your fingers and lift your arms up off the mat and even your forehead. So you're going to feel this long extension through your spine. Your fingers are tented, and we'll slowly walk the arms to the right, and energetically we'll feel our energy drawing back towards our left sit bone and our left hip, feeling this length through our spine and a beautiful stretch in our lower left side of our back. And then tent the fingers, walk back to center, and tent and reach the arms all the way to the left. Energetically feeling a drawing back towards our right hip, right heel, the right side of our lower back. Slowly walk the hands and arms back to center. And if available, come back and sit on your heels. If that is not an option, you can just come to your seat. If you can sit on your heels, that's one option, kneeling hero, or you can bring a block between your feet, widen your knees, and sit on your block. This is a great way to create height and length in your spine. Let your hands rest on the tops of your legs. Close your eyes. Take a few belly breaths and just feel the length in your spine, the health that you've created in your back by moving your spine in all different directions. Take just a couple more breaths. If you're seated, you can just sit nice and tall in easy seat. And then once you're ready, we'll take, if you have the block, we'll remove the block and we'll swing to our hips with our legs out in front of us. We'll bend our knees and we'll slowly roll onto our back. When you get on to your back, reach your arms long behind you and reach your feet long in front of you. Point your toes, press through the heels, wiggle through the ankles, wiggle through the wrists, and then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug, rocking from side to side, massaging your lower back and your sacrum. Maybe some circles. And then once you're ready, feet come to the mat. Walk your feet out wide So I'd like you to draw your right knee into your chest. Focus on length in your left leg. Press through your heel. Feel the length and strength all along your spine. Keep drawing your knee into your chest. Then slowly take your left hand on the outside of the right knee and just a gentle twist across the body. You can reach your right arm in a goalpost style or straight from your right shoulder. And then slowly draw your knee back to center, lift that leg up, and slowly release to meet the other. Same thing on the other side, draw your left knee in, knee to chest pose, massaging the ascending, descending, and transverse colon when we draw all of the knees into the chest, the left, the right, and both knees. And then slowly take the right hand on the outside of the left knee, rolling it gently across. You could have your left arm reaching up or bent or even out to the side. Rolling that knee back to center, lift that leg up. Slowly release down, preparing for your Shavasana or any final posture that you would like. Settling in on your back, ending just like we began, on our back in Shavasana. Perhaps taking a hand to your heart, hand to your belly. Being thankful for this practice, being thankful for each other. And I invite you to rest as long as you would like on your back. I'll be ending the class, and I'd just like to thank you for joining this platform today. And know that there are several other options on yenyogaandfitness.com. Continue to rest as long as you can. Thank you so much for being here. My hands are at my heart. I am bowing into you. Namaste.